modest one, 103. They only have to score it just over 5 runs and over. This time again playing that cut shot, missing it altogether. The batsman was expecting the umpire to signal that one as wide, but it was well within the line. Nice start this by Moiz Sultan. Just 2 runs so far in this over. This time it's a big appeal and given by the umpire. The first wicket down for MASHAL Tigers, and what a start this is for NJS Chargers. Moiz Sultan turning the ball back into the left-hander. The NJS Chargers will be pumped up by this dismissal now. Dangerous batsman has been dismissed. This time bowling it full, it hit his front leg and there was a big appeal. The umpire took some time but then raised his finger. So MASHAL Plastic Tigers have lost their first wicket in the very first over and they are 2 for 1. The batsman dismissed is Saifullah Naseem for duck.
क्या ये ख्वाब हकीकत हो सकता है? जी हाँ, इस ख्वाब को हकीकत का रंग दे रहा है गुलमोहर सिटी कराची, एक ऐसा रिहायशी प्रोजेक्ट जो डेवलप हो रहा है सेहतमंद माहौल के लिए, एक ग्रीन सिटी के कॉन्सेप्ट पर, जहां आप और आपकी फैमिली एक पुरफजा मकाम में जिंदगी गुजार सकते हैं। कराची हैदराबाद M9 मोटरवे की प्राइम लोकेशन पर वाक़ रोड फेसिंग प्रोजेक्ट जो कि आपको मुहैया करता है जदीद तरीन सहूलियात से आरास्ता मेयार जिंदगी। और हाँ, इसका लेआउट प्लान और आर्किटेक्चरल वर्क ब्रिलियंट, कम कीमत, आला मेयार।
What a start this is for NJS Chargers. The captain will be absolutely delighted with the effort from the bowler, picking up that crucial wicket of the left-handed opener. The new batsman is Munibur Rahman. The keeper is also charged up. He's adjusting his field. Keepers usually have a good sight of the fielding positions. So it's very good to have a keeper who is pretty active behind the stumps. First slip taken. The captain Saqib Ikhlas himself is standing at the first slip position. This time it's an outside edge and it's dropped by the Saqib Ikhlas. That would have been the second wicket for NJS Chargers. 2 runs completed by the batsman. What a start that could have been for the bowler Moiz Sultan. He could have been on hat-trick in the second over. As you see, the batsman looking to play down the outside, getting a nice outside edge, and it was a dolly of a catch for the fielder at first slip. First over has been bowled. MASHAL Plastic Tigers are 4 for 1. And what a start this is for NJS Chargers.
जहां तरक्कियाती काम तेजी से जारी है तो फिर देर न कीजिए, आज ही अपने प्लॉट की बुकिंग करवाइए। एक ऐसी महफूज सरमायाकारी जो वादा है आपके बेहतरीन मुस्तकबिल का। मजीद मालूमात के लिए वेबसाइट विजिट कीजिए। जब हम बात करते हैं घर की, तो घर कैसा होना चाहिए? जहाँ सुकून हो, इत्मीनान हो, खूबसूरत ज़िंदगी और हसीन नज़ारे हों, हरियाली हो, दरख्त हो, जहाँ की फ़िज़ा में ताज़
Faiz Chaudhary is going to share the new ball from the masjid end. What an eventful last over that one from Moiz Sultan. After picking up the wicket of the dangerous left-handed opener, he almost got his second wicket of his very next delivery. Saqib Ikhlas spilling that easy catch at the first slip position. MASHAL Plastic Tigers could have been 2 for 2. You got to take those catches, even those half chances in a crucial match, especially when you're not defending a good total. Faiz Chaudhary now. This time bowling it wide outside the off stump. Fielded by the fielder at point. Faiz Chaudhary also bowled pretty well in the previous match at Naya Nazabad ground. He also picked up 2 wickets with the new ball. But from there on, Umar Taslim and Umar Loya for Cambridge Strikers. Managed to get that big partnership and took the game away from NJS Strikers. Faiz Chaudhary will be looking to repeat what Mustafa Memon did in previous innings. The fielders are all pumped up. They know if they can manage to pick up a wicket or two now inside the batting power play, they can make it a good contest tonight. And why not? It's a very crucial game for NJS Chargers. They are playing their 4th game tonight. They have lost 2 previously, won just 1 game. Again inside edge, and it's knocked him over. The off stump has been dismissed. 2nd wicket down for MASHAL Plastic Tigers. Faiz Chaudhary continuing his form from last night at Nairnazabad, picking up his 1st wicket in his very 1st over. The batsman went for that big heave out on the onside, completely missing it. So MASHAL Plastic Tigers are now 4 for 2, and Abdul Basit has been dismissed for just 1 run.
जिंदगी का एहसास हो, ऐसी बेहतरीन और सेहतमंद जिंदगी हो जहां आप और आपके बच्चे पुरसुकून और महफूज हों। तो एक ऐसे ही घर की ताबीर है गुलमोहर सिटी, एक ऐसा तामीराती मंसूबा जिससे जुड़ा है कराची शहर का मुस्तकबिल। कराची M9 मोटरवे की प्राइम लोकेशन पर वाक़ एक रोड फेसिंग प्रोजेक्ट, एक गेटेड कम्युनिटी जो हर तरह से महफूज है। वेल प्लान रोड नेटवर्क, 24 घंटे सिक्योरिटी और सर्वेलेंस, जहां पर पार्क्स, प्लेग्राउंड्स, एडवेंचर थीम पार्क, जू, डे एंड नाइट जंगल सफारी। इसके अलावा स्कूल्स, कॉलेज, यूनिवर्सिटी, हॉस्पिटल, कम्युनिटी सेंटर्स, कमर्शियल एवेन्यूज, कैफेज, रेस्टोरेंट, ऑडिटोरियम, सिनेमा, सुपरमार्केट्स, शॉपिंग मॉल और स्पोर्ट्स कॉम्प्लेक्स भी। लग्जरी हाई एंड अपार्टमेंट्स, प्रीमियम विलास, स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट्स हिल रिजॉर्ट्स और फार्म हाउसेस जो
The new batsman is Noman Bari. He did the job with the ball in his hand, now has a big responsibility with the bat. MASHAL Plastic Tigers are now 4 for 2. Chaudhary Faiz. This time going for that offside drive, getting an inside edge, hitting it straight to the bowler. Good start, very good start this from Faiz Chaudhary. Saqib Ikhlas putting his trust in his fast bowler. He delivered in his previous match and he's doing the job again. They will be looking to pick as many wickets in the batting power play as they can. This time again bowling it full, playing it on the offside. Noman Bari, no run taken. Good pressure being applied by the fielding side. The fielder at long on is outside the 30-yard circle for the left-handed batsman. And then there is Square Leg, who is also standing at the boundary. Faiz Chaudhary bowling around the wicket. This time flashing it outside the off stump. It's going to be the first boundary of the innings. And coming off the bat of Noman Bari. He didn't time it as well as he would have liked. Faiz Chaudhary bowling it wide and full. The batsman going for that expensive outside drive, getting a thickish outside edge, finding the gap between the point and short third man fielder to bring his first boundary. The 2 overs have been bowled. MASHAL Plastic Tigers are 8 for 2.
SBCA से मंजूर शुदा सरमायाकारी का बेहतरीन मौका जो आपके बच्चों के महफूज मुस्तकबिल की जमानत है। गुलमोहर सिटी कराची में कहना है कि हम दावा नहीं करते। अपना प्लॉट बुक करने से पहले एक बार साइट जरूर विजिट करें। तो फिर चलते हैं साइट पर, आइए।
Moiz Sultan is going to continue with his second over. He was successful in his first over. Almost picked up a second wicket as well. This time bowling it down the leg side, big appeal. The ball hitting the pads, but the umpire turned that one down. Leg by signaled. The bowling side just cannot afford to relax. They will have to make sure that they maintain that pressure on the batsman. The two batsmen are still relatively newer at the crease. I still think for the left-hander there should be a fielder at leg slip, because Moiz Sultan is going to look to bring the ball back in with his leg spinner. These low-scoring matches can prove to be nail-biting ones, as we saw last night as well. A modest total was defended. This time going for that offside drive, finding the gap and playing it over the head of the cover fielder. 4 more to Noman Bari. Moiz Sultan this time bowling it short, allowing the left-hander to free his arm and slashed it over the head of the point cover fielder for 4. Moiz Sultan needs to realize that he needs to bowl it fuller. That's how he picked up the wicket of the left-hander in his previous over. The short ball will not harm the batsman at all. There you see, that's the length I was talking about. The ball is going to turn late and batsman is going to find it difficult to play when the ball is turning back into his pads. There you see, getting an inside edge on that, almost dragging it back onto his stumps. This time again, going for that full delivery. And he has deposited that over the head of the mid-wicket fielder for 6. Noman Bari is the dangerous batsman. He has shown his intentions. It was a fuller delivery and he was waiting for it. Took the aerial route and deposited it near those generators. First 6 of Mashal Plastic Tigers innings coming off the bat from Noman Bari. So far he has scored 2 boundaries and 1 6. All of his runs coming in boundaries. What can Moiz Sultan do? This time again, bowling it wide. The ball did not turn as much the batsman would have liked. The keeper tried to appeal, but I don't think there was any edge on that occasion. Last ball coming up. 19 for 2 Mashal Tigers. This time again the ball coming back in, hitting his leg. Noman Bari has been watchful as well as aggressive. 3 overs has been done. Mashal Plastic Tigers are 19 for 2.
के डिज़ाइन किए गए हैं मॉडर्न आर्किटेक्चर पर। गुलमोहर सिटी मुतारिफ करवा रहा है कराची में पहली बार हिल गोल्फ क्लब, हॉर्स राइडिंग क्लब, वाटर पार्क, लेक और बहुत कुछ। ये सब एमिनिटीज़ इस प्रोजेक्ट को बहुत मुनफरिद बनाती है। सेवन डेवलपमेंट अथॉरिटी और सिंध बिल्डिंग कंट्रोल अथॉरिटी से मंजूर शुदा एक काबिल एतमाद प्रोजेक्ट, जिसका लेआउट प्लान और डिज़ाइन बनाया है माहिर आर्किटेक्ट्स ने। वेल प्लान इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, जहाँ पर बिजली, पानी और सीवरेज का
Faiz Chaudhary is going to continue from the masjid end. We saw a 6 being hit and a boundary being scored in the previous over from Moiz Sultan. Can Faiz Chaudhary pick up another wicket to add extra pressure on Mashal Plastic Tigers? Munibur Rahman is on strike. The target, as we all know, is not a big one. Going for that expensive drive outside the off stump, getting an inside edge. The ball hitting his boot. No run. In these low scoring matches, you need to make sure that your fielders are as close as possible to the batsman to stop those singles. So far we have seen only Noman Bari has been able to connect the ball for those big shots. The earlier 2 batsmen struggled. This time Munibur Rahman, good Yorker by Faiz Chaudhary. He was coming down the track. The bowler saw it, bowled it full. Hence he couldn't go for that big shot, Munib. Mashal Plastic Tigers. This is their third game of the tournament. They won their first game and their second game ended in a tie. If they win tonight, they will be at the top of the points table. This time again going for that offside drive. Straight to the fielder at cover. 3 dot balls. Good pressure being applied by Faiz Chaudhary. The fielder out there is at long off to protect the straight boundary. This time again going for that big shot and hit it successfully over the head of the mid-on fielder for 4. He knew the fielder was inside the 30-yard circle. He came down the track and hit it successfully over the head of the mid-on fielder. There you see coming down the track, it was a fuller delivery and hitting it over the head of the fielder at mid-on. Safe shot it was. First boundary to Munibur Rahman. And Mashal Plastic Tigers are moving along nicely. They are 23 for 2 now. Just require another 80 runs. This time it's a big appeal. Has he got an inside edge? It was a huge shout from the bowler. There you see, I think the batsman got an inside edge. He waved his bat towards the umpire to show that he got an inside edge. I think it was a good decision in the end. Usually in such crunch situation, the pressure can also get onto the umpire. Had he given that one out, things would have changed completely. Last ball of the over coming up. This time again coming down the track, playing it on the onside. There is no fielder on deep on the onside and the ball will travel to the boundary. Good shot this by Munibur Rahman. Finishing at the over with another boundary. Faiz Chaudhary continued with that full delivery. Almost yorked the batsman, but the batsman got his bat at the right time. And the fielders were nowhere to be seen deep on the onside. So the over ended with the boundary. Mashal Plastic Tigers are 27 for 2 after 4.
जी मैं इस वक्त मौजूद हूँ गुलमहर सिटी कराची की साइड पर और जैसा कि आप देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे तरक्याती काम बहुत तेज़ी से जारी है जो इस प्रोजेक्ट की कामयाबी की ज़मानत है। और हाँ, आप चाहें तो साइड ऑफिस में विजिट कर सकते हैं। यहाँ मौजूद प्रोफेशनल अमला इस प्रोजेक्ट की तमाम डिटेल्स आपके साथ शेयर करने के लिए हम वक्त मौजूद हैं। तो आइए आप भी अपने प्लॉट की बुकिंग करवाएं और अदायगी 5 साल की आसान माहाना किस्तों में अपने घर के ख्वाब को अब हकीकत बनाएं। मज़ीद तफ़सीलात आप वेबसाइट विजिट कर सकते हैं www.gulmohargroup.com।
So Muiz Sultan has been replaced by Huzaifar Rizwan from the opposite end. Another spinner in the attack from the NJS Chargers. No fielder at short, third man to the left-hander. This time bowling the straighter one coming into the pads of the left-hander. No fielder deep on the offside. This time bowling it wide, bowling it fast. Missed by the wicketkeeper altogether. The fielder at short, fine leg. There is a throw at the keeper's end. Another throw at the bowler's end and the bowler misses. That could have been the third wicket. By signal by the umpire. There was a run-out chance at both ends. There you see the batsman missing the delivery and the keeper couldn't gather it. The fielder at short fine leg collected that, threw it at the keeper's end first. And the keeper, realizing that there was a run-out chance at the bowler's end, the bowler couldn't gather it. This time bowling it straight, the off spinner. His heart would have been in his mouth at the non-striker end, Munibur Rahman. He was very close of getting run out. Noman Bari giving himself room, playing it on the offside, no run taken. Don't think Noman Bari is interested in those singles and doubles. He's looking for his big shots. He knows the fielders are still inside the circle. This time played it down the ground. And that's another maximum to Noman Bari. As I mentioned earlier, he's dealing with boundaries only. Second six coming off his bat now. He moves on to 20. And 5 overs have been bowled. Mashal Plastic Tigers are 35 for 2. The fielder of mid-off was inside the circle, so it was a very safe shot. He played it inside out and managed to clear the boundary with ease.
खुदकार निज़ाम मौजूद है और सबसे मज़े की बात, इतनी ज़्यादा सहूलियात होने के बावजूद इसकी कीमत एक आम आदमी की पहुंच में है। इसकी साइट विजिट करें जहां तरक्कियाती काम तेज़ी से जारी है। तो फिर देर ना कीजिए, आज ही अपने प्लॉट की बुकिंग करवाइए। एक ऐसी महफूज सरमायाकारी जो वादा है आपके बेहतरीन मुस्तकबिल का। मज़ीद मालूमात के लिए वेबसाइट विजिट कीजिए। जब हम बात करते हैं घर की, तो घर कैसा होना चाहिए? जहाँ सुकून हो, इत्मीनान हो, खूबसूरत ज़िंदगी और हसीन नज़ारे हों, हरियाली हो, दरख्त हो, जहाँ की फ़िज़ा में ताज़गी।
Another change in the bowling from the Masjid end now. Imran Chawla coming into the attack to bowl his leg spinners. Noman Bari finishing the last over in style with that 6 over mid-off. I think Mustafa Musa's spell will turn out to be the difference in this match. What can Imran Chawla do? Can he trouble the batsman with his variation? Remember, he can bowl those googlies. Munibur Rahman will be very watchful. Starting off with a sweep shot. Just a single. Sweep shot is always a good option against the spinners, especially when you don't know in which direction the ball is going to turn. So far, 4 boundaries and 2 sixes have been hit in Mashal Plastic Tigers innings. Most of the damage has been done by Noman Bari. 2 4s and 2 6s coming off his bat. Imran Chawla is going to stick with over the wicket. This time again smashing it on the offside. The fielder collected that one. Remember, we are still inside the batting power play, so only 2 fielders are outside the 30-yard circle. Imran Chawla has taken long on and deep square leg. This time again hitting it straight to the bowler. Just a single. Noman Bari is always looking to give himself room so that he can play those aerial shots on the offside. Still 3 more deliveries left in the batting power play. It has been a good going so far by Mashal Plastic Tigers. They lost 2 wickets initially, but it's a nice partnership building up between the 2 batsmen. There you go again, nicely guided down to third man. No run taken. Munibur Rahman is happy to sit back on the back foot and see which direction the ball is going to turn in. Again Imran Chawla moving his deep mid-wicket fielder, squarer. This time again going for that sweep shot, and he found another boundary. Top shot this by Munibur Rahman. He realized that there was a big gap between the deep mid-wicket fielder and the fielder at square leg. Timed it to perfection. He attempted this shot of the first delivery of the over as well, but this time he connected it properly. Last ball coming off of the batting power play, and this time cut that one away. Will that be taken? Yes! Third wicket down for MASHAL Plastic Tigers, and Imran Chawla picking up a wicket of the final ball of his first over. It was a nice correction by Imran Chawla. He went for the boundary of the previous ball. He bowled it wide outside the off stump. Munibur Rahman couldn't keep it down, and in the end getting holed out to the fielder at extra cover. So third wicket down for MASHAL Plastic Tigers, and Munibur Rahman has been dismissed for 15. The scorecard is 41 for 3 after the batting power play. Batting power play. Abdul Basit getting dismissed by Faiz Chaudhary. He was the second wicket to go down. Saifullah Naseem was LBW to Moiz Sultan. He couldn't score any runs. And the third batsman, Munibur Rahman, getting holed out to extra cover fielder. Moiz Sultan only bowling 2 overs, picking up 1 wicket for 14 runs. Faiz Chaudhary also picking up a wicket. Huzaifar Rizwan giving away 6 runs in his first over. And Imran Chawla picking up a wicket of the final delivery of his first over.
नाम डॉट पीजिए। महंगाई के इस दौर में अपना घर बनाना बस एक ख्वाब है। क्या ये ख्वाब हकीकत हो सकता है? जी हाँ, इस ख्वाब को हकीकत का रंग दे रहा है गुल मोहर सिटी कराची, एक ऐसा रिहायशी प्रोजेक्ट जो डेवलप हो रहा है सेहतमंद माहौल के लिए, एक ग्रीन सिटी के कॉन्सेप्ट पर, जहां आप और आपकी फैमिली एक पुरफजा मकान में जिंदगी गुजार सकते हैं। कराची हैदराबाद M9 मोटरवे की प्राइम लोकेशन पर वाक़ रोड फेसिंग प्रोजेक्ट, जो कि आपको मुहैया करता है जदीद तरीन सहूलियात।
Huzaifar Rizwan is going to continue with his second over. This match is still not over. Although MASHAL Plastic Tigers just require another 62 runs. But it's the wickets column that matters the most. There are still 7 wickets to go. But as we have seen in the previous occasion in this tournament, nicely guided down to third man. Will the fielder cut that one off? He wasn't charging with full aggression to behind that delivery. 2 runs taken by Noman Bari. Wickets are crucial for NJS Chargers. They do realize that it's a very crunch situation and a very important game for them in this tournament. This time bowling it wide, Huzaifar Rizwan, Noman Bari letting the ball go. Noman Bari holds the key. He's on 23 of just 17 deliveries. This time again going for that big shot towards the onside. And the fielder at long on completely misjudged that one. Not only did he attempt for that catch, he also allowed the ball to go for the boundary. You got to take those half chances in such match.